the Olympian Challenge. 5 sports that test a man's skills, strength, stamina, and endurance. Pentathlon, the story of a champion.
We ready to roll?
Broadcasting live from the internet, it's Tuesday night, and this is the Panels on Pages podcast.
Big boys playing with big toys.
This is quality content.
The boomers are into it.
Hey man, I just show up.
With your hosts, Lee Rodriguez.
I am a visionary. Like, oh, you have a podcast? I'm like, no, that's not me. That's somebody else.
Jason Nyes.
Yeah, sure. I'm not getting any vegetables in my diet. I'm just a thick boy.
Jose Guzman.
Is Jose on the show tonight?
He says he's coming.
It's like Elton John all over again, just minus the death threats.
Kelly Harris.
Reach your hand in your pants there, big boy. That's not me. I don't sound like that anymore.
And our good buddy Mahoney.
And Mahoney's here. What's up, Mahoney?
We can do just glorious, wonderful things on our phones, people.
No one's ever done anything like this before.
It's gonna be massive. It's gonna be great. I mean, obviously, I think it'll be great.
And it's all killer, no filler.
My seat's on fire! Your take's so hot!
Come on. It's so good. It's pretty good. It's there. It's reliable. You know what you're getting every single time.
Man, I'm so glad you found us.
You're all terrible people, and I'm glad you're my friend.
Put that in the intro.
That's really funny.
Over 500 episodes, and you'd think they'd have the hang of it by now.
It seems like the concept that would run its course very quickly. What is happening, everybody? Today is Tuesday, September the 7th, 2021. And this is episode number 571 of the Panels on Pages podcast. I did that shit before I even had my notes up. I got the date right, I got the number right, and I'm on fucking fire tonight, boys. I'm your host, the Lord Reverend Lee Rodriguez. In front of me tonight, we have Mr. Jason Nye.
Pumping and dumping.
Kelly Harris.
Excuse me, I have a very tall brain.
And our good buddy Mahoney. What's up, Mahoney?
You need a big hat for that big, tall brain, Kelly.
Like one of those Mars attacks critters
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
with a stovepipe hat on top. Oh yeah, Jose is somewhere else. Not sure.
I love that
exactly.
the entire intro is about Jose showing up. And
Hey,
tonight he's like, I'm not going to show up.
Hey, I just show up.
Jose on the show
he
tonight?
does.
He says he'll be here.
He's literally home. We know he's not doing anything right now. He
Jose's
was
like, I had big plans to jerk off. Sorry.
he was supposed to be doing his MAGA League fantasy football draft, but the CBS fantasy football site took a shit. So it's like, all right, we'll be expecting you on the show, Jose. It's like, nah.
He's like, nah, I got my favorite movie and my favorite lotion. It's time to jerk off.
Yeah. He had a full
CBS,
day.
Global
So.
Sports. Oh, that's funny. Oh man! All right, so I got some dental work done today. So my mouth is just coming back from being all fucky and numb. So
Yeah, you
if
sound
I'm a
fine.
little more- if I get a little mush mouthed or more mush mouth than usual, I apologize in advance because I got a weird. So I got a big, like a little pocket of numb in here. I had a 2 on one
You
side.
know, my favorite episode of Seinfeld is the one where Kramer gets dental work done, and then he gets invited to the charity dinner where he meets Mel Torme. Mahoney, you know which one I'm talking about?
I know exactly which one you're talking about.
Couldn't do that on TV anymore.
You sure
What a
couldn't,
trem-
Kelly.
What a tremendous episode of TV that is.
They kind of did it in The Office when they told
they?
Holly
Okay.
that about Kevin.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
And he was trying to get candy out of the vending machine. He was like, I have a nickel and a quarter and a button.
This is
She
a
was like,
button.
oh.
What was I was thinking about something today. I forget what it was, but something today, and I'm like, oh yeah, they would
Pancakes.
never put that on TV today.
They put pancakes on TV.
There's a lot of those. things that you're like, oh yeah, and not even because like it's super fucked up. It's just like, yeah, it's fine, but in this climate, it would just never fly. There's more than a couple of those. I feel like
Someone should
People
make
gone soft, Mahoney.
someone should
Gone
make a
soft,
Twitter
I tell
account
you.
about that.
You can put it on
Yeah,
TikTok, Lee. You just can't watch it on TV.
Oh God, I think I would just rather not. I think I'm okay. I'm fine. Don't worry about it. See what's going on. Let's see. Okay, so the girls finished up their trip last week, which meant I had a few days with just me and Jax. Had a couple of amazing moments. My son Jax, he is 7 years old in the second grade.
Very rad dude.
Very rad dude. He did something the other day that I'm not sure any person has ever done before. Certainly no person that I've ever seen has done this. The other day, we were kind of wrestling around doing the thing, and I was tickling him, and he rips out this giant fart while we're tickling. And I was like, fucking gross, you ripped a fart on me. Grah. And he thought it was hilarious, because farts are hilarious. And then a couple days later, my mom is here, and she's tickling him or whatever, and I'm like, hey, be careful. We were tickle wrestling the other day, and he ripped out this giant fart or whatever. And she's like, what? Oh, gross, you farted? And this kid gets up, walks into the center of the room, grabs one butt cheek in each hand, cocks them like a shotgun, and says, my fart cannon's loaded and ready.
Oh no!
Cocked his butt cheeks like he's fucking Henry Cavill in a Mission Impossible bathroom. It's fucking ridiculous. Little maniac. He did not fart on anybody that day, though, which is good, because I'm like, hey, if you try to push a fart out, you'll shit your pants. We're going to have a whole different conversation. She was like, fair enough.
I mean, that would be funnier than ever. Imagine if Jax walked into the center of your living room to try to fart on your mom and shit right on the floor. That would be the most funny thing he's ever done.
Well, who do you think's going to clean that shit up? Come on now.
Buster.
Buster.
Do like Kelly told me to do when my dog peed on the carpet.
Unwholesome. We're also in this place now where he just calls everyone dude or bro, and it's like, come on, man, I'm your fucking dad. Don't do that shit, But like a lot, like pretty aggressively, And we're like, hey, don't do that. Like, don't call me bro. All right, come on, be cool. And so the other day we were playing something, and he just like kept doing it over and over again, and I, started off cool. I'm like, hey, we talked about this. Don't call me bro. All right, come on, we're talking. I'm your dad. Let's try to have some semblance of decorum here, man.
It's the fucking Matt Riddle and Goldberg thing.
Well, wait for it, because he does it like for the 25th time, and I went, dude, don't call me bro, motherfucker. Come on now. Without missing a beat, he goes, don't call me motherfucker, bro. I'm like, shit, you got me. he got me in a tight spot. I'm like, hey, you can't say that. He's like, I know. I go, but I see your point. Fair enough, you little monster. Little asshole. Fucking
what
kids,
a rad
man.
dude.
Very, very rad.
Just keep me on my fucking toes. Otherwise, catching up on those HBO Max DC shows. They're fucking rad. I'm all caught up on Titans. It's great. Doom Patrol is so very weird. I love it. Got a few left of that before I'm caught up for the new season. It's very cool. And Shang-Chi fucking rocks, you guys.
Love it.
Oh, it's so good. Shang-Chi is so fucking rad.
Mahoney, did you see it?
No.
Oh. I was about to say.
I'm just happy that it's good.
It's so good. Like,
Lee, you wanna like let's like say stuff about the movie, and then they can guess whether we made it up or it's actually in the movie.
I don't think that sounds like a very fun game at all.
I cannot believe, and this is in the trailer, so no spoilers, whatever. But fucking Razor Fist is in a movie. It boggles my mind. However, he's an infinitely superior Razor Fist to the comic Razor Fist, in that he was smart enough to keep one normal hand.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
So he can wipe his own ass.
Yeah, or like open a door. There's a number of things that he can do that comic Razor Fist cannot do. And I was like, oh, good for this guy. He had a good idea. Look at him go. Fucking great.
Lee, remember the scene when Shang-Chi was like, hey, you hungry? And he reached in his pocket and handed a hot dog to Aquafina?
It's pretty good. Like you don't expect that to happen, but it was pretty cool.
No. It would be more believable if Aquafina pulled a hot dog out of her pocket and handed it to Shang-Chi.
I'm pretty unfamiliar with Aquafina, but she's pretty great.
Yeah.
At this.
How are you
Like,
unfamiliar
she's
with Aquafina? She has been in every movie for the past 3 years.
I don't know. Maybe I just haven't
This
seen
is
anything.
the first movie I've ever seen her in.
Yeah, I know she's the voice of the dragon in Raya. She's good in that. But like, she's super fucking funny in this. Like, she's great.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, good energy. Or
Like 2
her
weeks
timing
ago,
is good.
my mom came up to me and was like, "What do you know about this Aquafina person?" I was like, "I don't know."
You're like, it's
You-
better than Dasani.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, "It's water." I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't even know that she was in this until she showed up, and I'm like, and again, I don't really know much about her, but I'm like, I know that she was the voice of the dragon. I'm like, that chick sounds like that dragon.
You did
I
not.
think that's the Aquafina.
You didn't know ahead of time that Marvel's Katie was going to be in Marvel Studios' Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings?
Well, I had seen a bunch of Marvel's Katie figures lying around, but I didn't know who she was.
Oh, that
What
face
a
scan on that figure is perfect. It looks just fucking like her.
So, it's great. We won't talk too much about it because I know these guys haven't seen it yet, but it's really fucking good. It's
Don't know when I'll
Really-
see it. Kind of like Mahoney and Black Widow.
43 days,
Yeah, maybe.
give or
Yeah.
take.
It is
Give or take a month.
It's a rock solid origin picture, man. It's
I'd
very
love
good.
to go to the theater and plunk down my $24 for 2 tickets and support these Asians out there, but,
We're so close.
you know, I live
No,
in
we're not.
Florida.
These like
Yeah, I wouldn't
until,
leave the house ever if I
These-
were you.
Yeah, no, it could be close, but it's not right now. These fucking dummies.
Well, I mean, make sure you take your horse medicine before you go to the theater, and you'll be fine.
Just fine. But yeah, I said earlier, like Shang-Chi was so good, it makes me excited for the Eternals. Like,
Wow.
not because like there's any Eternal shit in the movie. There's not. But like, it's like, oh man, I'm so hyped for all this nonsense. I bet Eternals is gonna rock. Like I was so jazzed. I'm like, oh man, fucking Eternals is gonna be cool, you guys. It's gonna be great.
I still don't have that hope. After watching the trailer for Eternals right before Shang-Chi, I was like, yeah, I still don't give a fuck.
Aw.
Yeah, me either. I was the same way. And then I saw Shang-Chi and I'm like, fucking Eternals, let's go! Like, why not? Fucking great.
And boys, it's Shang-Chi.
Right.
Right.
I'm far too white to pronounce it like that.
Yeah. I think if we pronounce it that way, it's cultural appropriation. So Shang-Chi it is.
I mean, I feel like they want you to just say it the right way,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not cultural appropriation, but, you know, you do you.
Also, he's not real. So, so it's fine. If I happen to know a Shang-Chi in person, I'd be like, okay, fine. You get
Huh.
to be Shang.
First step.
I can't unshang it. I've been
Well,
shanging it for 30 years.
Isn't
okay?
there a whole scene?
Yeah, I've been saying Shang for too long.
Isn't there a whole
Oh,
scene
I mean,
in the
I
movie
totally get it.
where he's like, "My name's not Sean, it's Shang," and she's like, "Shang?"
No, that's a character part more than like a pronunciation thing.
Right. Yeah.
It is very weird. Like, growing up, you'd read comics at, you know, like 10 or whatever. And then you'd watch some cartoon and they'd say the name out loud and you're like, oh, wow. Well, I've read that wrong every single time.
What
Yeah,
about
and
I
then-
didn't expect to make it to damn near 40 and be like, oh, wow. Yeah, I've been saying that wrong this entire time.
Well, I
And see,
mean,
but then they got you fucking twice with Ra's al Ghul.
yeah,
Right?
no
Because-
kidding.
Because you don't know what the
Seriously.
fuck it is, and then you see the cartoon like, oh, it's
Yeah.
Ra's al Ghul, fine. And then they put him in the movie like, wait, fuck off. Now he's Ra's. He can't be all those things.
It's like, Batman.
And then there's
where's your
also-
paperwork?
Is Shang Tsung actually Shang Tsung?
Not according to the growly guy who announces the characters.
That's right. That's
Shang
right.
Tsung wins.
Oh man, you guys remember Mortal Kombat? Remember how we all got together and decided we were gonna pretend to like Mortal Kombat?
just to mess with Juan.
I'm still right on that one, man. It's good stuff.
I mean, it was a really great joke. Let's do it
It was a
again.
really good joke.
What movie should we all pretend to like next?
Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
I'm in.
You guys ever have-
Malignant comes out on HBO Max, whatever.
Malignant? What is that?
Yeah. I don't know. I think it looks like this lady's like childhood imaginary friend starts killing people like an evil drop dead Fred.
Fucking awesome.
That movie looks very bad.
I know, doesn't it?
I don't
That's
want.
why we
no,
should-
you know
we
what
should all
movie we need
pretend
to
to like
fucking
it.
watch? No. We are saving this. We are saving this for the fucking Evil Moon movie that's coming out.
Oh.
Did you see the trailer for that, Lee, before
Oh.
Shang-Chi?
I saw it. I
The
sure
moon is
did.
evil,
Yeah.
and it's coming to get us.
Yeah.
Uh,
It takes a lot.
I
for
don't.
me.
What is that movie called? Moon Landing?
well, I guess
Moonfall or some shit.
I guess
like
if it's coming to
moonballs.
get us, then it answers the
They should've
age-old
just called it
question.
Evil Moon.
It answers the age-old question: where the fuck the moon?
It takes a lot for me to completely refuse to suspend my disbelief
Yeah.
on a fucking trailer. But like they show the moon falling to the earth, and I'm just like, that's not how that works. That doesn't make any fucking sense whatsoever. That is preposterously stupid. And then it was like from Roland
I
Emmerich.
lost
and I'm like,
my
oh,
shit in
right.
the theater to that trailer.
It's so dumb.
I could
I-
not stop laughing.
I think the last time I saw something that, like empirically fucking stupid in a trailer was that 2012 with John Cusack, which was another Roland Emmerich picture. So I was like, oh yeah, okay, this is what we're doing now.
Yeah,
But on the,
yeah.
on
They
the
should
other
have
hand,
just called
the
it
other hand,
Evil Moon.
yeah, I respect Homeboy for having a lane and doing that thing. So fucking good on that guy.
Oh yeah, he knows what he does.
Yeah. What you up to, Jason Nyes? What's happening?
Well, I don't know if anybody listened to the show last week, but I was having some internet troubles, and
But before we go too much further about those internet issues, I just want to say that last week I told a harrowing story about a laser-guided dick surgery. Nyes talked about his fucking poopy tummy kicking up against Brock Lesnar disease. Jose told nothing short of like 5 fucking incredible stories, and all the Heathcliff comics. And the Discord just like, hey, what about the fucking ping pong? So many people. It was all amazing. The whole shit, everything you did here was incredible. And they're like, but I didn't hear what they said about the ping pong. Like, what the fuck?
this is a free
Jose
show.
Every story Jose told was insane. And he told like 5 of them.
And then he's like, "That's enough stories for me. I'm taking next week off."
Fucking nuts.
So I
Had
had
to get that off my chest.
I had a few issues during last week's podcast, so remedying my internet situation was at the top of my priorities. It seemed to be better later on that week, but then still kept the speeds were fine, but it still kept cutting out intermittently, especially Sunday when we did our live POP fantasy football draft special, and the internet was cutting out what seemed like every 10 minutes right around the time I was supposed to make my pick. So if you listened to the Pop Fantasy Football live draft special, you noticed a bunch of drops in the conversation where my internet stopped and I could no longer hear anyone else on the call, so you also couldn't hear anyone else on the call. So, looking towards the future, Jose and I got paid recently, and it's been a while since either of us have upgraded our computers. So we bought 2 new desktops, but those aren't supposed to be here until later this week. Hopefully, it is a better situation for the internet and the Wi-Fi than my current desktop. But
Desktops, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I mean, I've got
Okay.
a laptop for on the road, and you get more bang for the buck with a desktop.
No, I completely agree. I completely agree. I feel like I'm in the minority on that.
I knew, Tuesday night's podcast was coming up quick, and I wasn't going to have the new computer by then, so I needed to do something, and Me and Mary were looking at a bunch of Wi-Fi repeaters, and then so my computer is Wi-Fi. The main modem is in our family room in our like entertainment center. I'm not hardwired, so we got this Wi-Fi repeater. We plugged it into the wall, hooked it up to the Wi-Fi, but then because my Wi-Fi doesn't run off of 5G, just the like 2.6G, we ran Ethernet from the repeater into the back of my computer. So I want to show you some of the difference in my internet speeds real quick. So this is what my speed was. This must have been Monday. So this was actually better than it's been all week. 28 download, 19 upload. But again, the speeds have been good, but the connection has not been solid. So we plugged in this Wi-Fi repeater, and I connected to it via the Wi-Fi on my computer. And big improvement, 39 download, 36 upload. And last week during the Popcast, at best, I was like 18 download, 1.3 upload. So that's why the connection didn't hold. So then I plug my computer directly into the Wi-Fi repeater using an Ethernet cable, and we got 94 download, 94 upload.
I have never seen 94 up. That's fucking insane.
So,
like, that's nuts.
I mean, we dealt with a few audio issues before the show. I don't know if they were internet related or not. Probably just audio settings related. But hopefully we won't be having any more Popcast internet issues like last week. You know, we have issues every so often, but last week was one of the worst connections that we've ever had. So I apologize, and the problem is hopefully fixed. And who knows, when my new computer gets here, it might even be better. But worst case, I got this repeater now. So along with that same story, we're sitting down, I believe it was Sunday evening after the draft, just looking through, the different streaming services for something to watch, and Mary's sitting on the couch, so I want to pick something for both of us, and she's never seen Predator. She loves using the Predator skin on Fortnite, but she's never seen the original Predator all the way through. So I pull it up on Amazon Prime on the PlayStation, and we start watching it, and it's like every 5 minutes it's going from HD to standard definition, and it's real bad.
Ugh.
And it's driving me nuts. So we struggle through it before we ever see the Predator. So we're about a half hour, 45 minutes in the movie, and we haven't seen the Predator yet, and it's just going in and out of HD and SD. So we restart the modem, restart the PlayStation. I head over to Netflix to kind of check. We pulled up Django. Django played fine. Go back to Amazon, pull up Predator. It's not working again. So I get the bright idea to pull up another title on Amazon Prime. I pull up Major League. Same problem. Going in and out quality-wise. So even though the PlayStation is hardwired into the modem and the internet, I pull up Prime Video on my fucking phone, pull up Predator, cast it to the Chromecast on the TV. Works perfectly. Clear as crystal.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I was trying to watch the pay-per-view over the weekend, which I'm sure we'll talk about in a minute, Mahoney. I'm sure you're very excited.
I hope not.
My phone, which is an Android phone, would not properly Chromecast it. But my iPad, like a fucking champ. Like, come on.
It's fucking stupid, man.
Fellas.
Oh, I guess I can take my internet speeds off of the screen now.
No, it's okay. No, leave your dick on the table. It's really impressive. It's very good.
Yeah. Check out my dick on the table. It keeps getting longer.
Well, I'm just glad I didn't
intro.
start tabbing over to other things. So
Then it'd get even longer.
That's essentially been my week. But I think it's all better.
I'm very happy for you, man. It's very exciting. Very exciting stuff. What you got going on, Kelly?
Mahoney, get ready for Wrestle Talk.
No, I won't.
Bing, bing, bing.
Well, It's here. This past
not ready for
Sunday
it.
was AEW's all. No, it's happening. It doesn't matter if
Well,
you're
it's
ready.
against my will, Kelly.
He does not
Well,
consent.
I
doesn't
do not
matter.
consent.
You're getting wrestled right now.
Ugh.
Lee and I are making you a sandwich.
Oh God.
A
Graphic.
wrestle sandwich.
Ugh.
A wrestle sandwich. You're in between your Hulk Hogan. Lee is the giant. I'm the Yeti.
The Yeti?
Yes. There was a Yeti.
All right.
But he wasn't really a Yeti. He was just a mummy.
Oh, you don't say. Not one of them real Yetis.
Yeah.
Is nothing about wrestling real?
Well, you hear the name
Not
Yeti
really,
and
no.
you expect like a big ass Sasquatch. But no.
Yeah. It's just a real tall guy in bandages.
Yeah.
What?
This
Does he
guy.
not know what a Yeti is?
It would appear not.
Yeah.
Oh, there
So,
he is. Yeah.
Mahoney, you're
there you
Hulk
go.
Hogan.
The Yeti.
Yeah.
Well, it's
there he
kind
is.
of
See?
exciting that
The
I'm
Ye-
Hulk Hogan.
The Yeti. Yeah.
Well, that's ridiculous. That looks nothing like a Yeti. Did they not
Don't say
own
any
the
bad
rights to the
words.
mummy?
So fucking stupid.
Look at this hug. Look at this hug, Mahoney.
Like that's what. And
I don't know.
I don't-
Maybe.
I don't remember why, but Jax. I don't know why, but out of
But
nowhere
yeah,
the other
see,
day, Jax was
there's
asking
there's
about,
Lee giving
Macho
you a
Man.
hug. There's you in the middle, and there's me giving you a hug
God.
from behind.
Yeah, I don't know why, but all of a sudden the other day, Jax was like, tell me about the Macho Man, Papa. And I'm like, well, son, let's talk about the Macho Man. And so he's like, let's see some Macho Man stuff. We go, well, for starters, this is kind of goes back to the Peacock app being an absolute piece of shit.
Oh yeah.
Because if you go to like the WWE section of there, there's like, hey, here's all the stars, and they're in alphabetical order. It's like, okay, I'll just, hit this to the right until we hit either the M for Macho or the R for Randy, and I'll pull up the Macho Man stuff. It's like, oh no, you won't, because you're gonna get like 20 rows deep, 20 items deep, and it's just gonna stop with no option to like see more. So there's like a feature that's completely useless on this fucking app. But I finally find something that was like, whatever, like some old doc for his greatest moments, whatever the fuck. And they were showing they showed the cream of the crop promo, which is tremendous, obviously. And then they show like the mega powers come together. It's just the promo where Hogan and Macho Man doing the crazy big they're scared to have the handshake kind of thing, whatever, in front of Mean Gene. And I'm watching this and I'm like, how? And I said this out loud. I'm like, how the fuck did anyone ever think this was real? Like, so fucking, how did anyone for a minute buy that this was anything but bullshit made up fun time? It's so stupid, so dumb, ridiculous.
Yeah.
And that was years before the
I don't
Yeti,
know.
Mahoney. Years.
I stopped
Yeah.
listening, Lee.
It's okay. Pretend that I was putting a nut.
But I hope
chicken
you're
nugget
listening now because we're about to talk
in
about.
sauce.
You were putting a nut into a chicken nugget?
No, I'm putting
on
a
your
nugget.
OnlyFans?
I'm putting a chicken nugget in Chick-fil-A sauce. Then that'll get your attention again because you fucking
Lee,
love
you
that one.
can't do that. Somebody's gonna punch
Or-
right through your windshield.
Or come pillow, come pillow, come pillow, come pillow.
All right, now we're talking.
Crazy.
My
town.
sister-in-law made a bunch of cum pillows.
But somehow she didn't know it.
Come pillow, come pillow, come pillow.
She was like, "They're ghosts." Like, that's jizz.
It's so funny because I saw the picture and the conversation before I saw Mahoney's secret nod to us in the other thread. It's like, hey, I'm going to post something. Tell me it looks like jizz.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No one's listening that matters. Oh,
I don't
sorry,
know.
except for all you listeners.
It definitely looked like jizz, though.
For real. I mean, I get it that it's a ghost, but also
Yeah,
it's a jizz.
that's cum pillow.
It's got big smiling open mouth. Like it definitely looks like you're supposed to put your dick in it. I might.
Put your
Please
dick
don't.
in it?
Yeah.
As
I
you're
would,
putting your
like,
dick in it, you better
I
say,
mean-
come pillow, come pillow, come pillow.
I'm gonna.
I mean, look, I'm not gonna tell you what to do. You know, you got YOLO and all that shit, but you might feel bad about yourself when you're done. Is all I'm saying.
All right, let's talk about wrestling. We're getting off course here.
Sorry,
Oh, come
sorry,
on.
sorry.
I did such a good job. Like,
Nope,
did
we were
forget
always
to
going to
talk
get
about
back
wrestling?
to it.
That's
honey.
weird.
I wasn't going to let it
That's
pass.
suspicious. You might have. If I just never
Nope.
let you get back to
We
it.
would never forget to talk about wrestling because this is a wrestling podcast. Remember, this is a wrestling podcast. We
Oh.
decided that.
All right, well, get it over with so I can talk about how you fought with children on the internet.
Yeah, well, because the stories are connected.
You're right.
Well, that all ties to this.
Well, hurry up then. What
Yeah.
are you waiting for?
So yeah, all AEW is all out. Well, we're getting there.
Let's
You-
go.
You hush. Am I on a delay?
Yes.
No.
About 30 minutes as far as I can
Oh
tell.
no. Oh my god. So this Sunday was
Oh, yeah, you're there.
AEW's All Out. Yes.
And it was maybe the best pay-per-view I've seen in 5 years.
Traditionally, their biggest show of the year.
It was very good.
The return match of CM Punk. All kinds of other huge matches on the show. And some surprises.
Yeah. Yeah, CM Punk came back, had a match with Darby Allin, and I thought it was really good. A little slow to start off, but that made sense both for Punk getting, back in the ring for the first time and from like a story sense of him getting back in the ring for the first time. So yeah, I enjoyed that match quite a bit. But for me, clearly the match of the night was the cage match between the Young Bucks and the Lucha Brothers because it
You're
was
goddamn
just
right it
fucking
was.
insane.
Oh, it was so fucking rad.
Yeah. Legit match of the year contender there. It was very good, very bloody.
I mean,
Those
I
two
had
teams are so
very
good
high
together.
expectations anyway because like every time the Bucks and the Lucha Brothers wrestle, it's always amazing. Like they've never had a bad match, but it blew away even my
No.
pretty lofty expectations. It was so fucking great, so good.
Had the return of the Murder Jordans.
Oh my god, the Murder Jordans. Why don't you
Just have a
for
nice
Mahoney
arts
and
and
the
craft
kids
bit
at
where
home?
you
Yep.
Kelly,
Go
are you
ahead.
there?
There is
take
a delay happening
some
somewhere.
nice Air Jordans and you just glue a whole bunch of thumbtacks to the bottom.
That's cool.
Oh no, there is a delay, isn't there?
No, there's not a delay.
All right, Lee, tell them about something from the show. God
Yeah, Kelly,
damn
you
it!
should reboot.
Kelly,
You're
2
just
plus
letting me
You're not gonna
believe
come
this.
Kelly, 2 plus 2.
4.
No! Oh no!
that's a bad one.
There is a delay. All right, Kelly.
Okay, so
you should hang up and return.
All right, Lee. You talk about the show. I'm gonna come back in a bit.
Okay.
Get yourself one of
Okay,
those
I'll come
Wi-Fi repeaters.
yeah, so it was honestly it was a wall to wall one of the best shows I've ever seen. I was disappointed that our boy Eddie Kingston did not walk away with a TNT championship, but it was a good match. Bad guy finish doing bad guy things. It's fine, but there was a minute where I thought he was gonna walk away with it. I was so excited because I fucking love Eddie Kingston. Walking out with this "Redeem These Nuts" T-shirt, which I almost bought until Nigel like that site sucks.
Yeah. I mean, your mileage may vary, but I've had nothing but bad experiences with pro wrestling tees. And by relation, AEW shop or whatever it is. Yeah, it's basically same shit.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that because, if I'm gonna pay $25 for a T-shirt, I want it to be I want to hold up.
Mm-hmm.
So I appreciate the heads up for sure. But that was great. The women's battle royal was awesome. Jericho and MJF was a good match, but there was no tension. because there's no way Jericho was going to lose.
Oh, I thought for
And-
sure he was going to lose.
And it was, if he lost, it was like a retirement match. So if he
Right.
lost, he was never going to wrestle again. So
Right.
he was never going to lose.
Well, I figured maybe it
did-
was time for him to lose because he lost twice to MJF. So
3 times.
Yeah. Well, it was 3 times before this match.
Right. So,
Yeah, I mean-
you're right in that case. It could have been okay.
Yeah, put him over. But
But-
he still does have a contract.
That's the only reason I knew it wasn't going to go anywhere, because I knew he had like a long-term deal, whatever. But the worst part about it though was the finish. So match. It's all fine, great. He pins Jericho, and Jericho puts his boot on the ropes, and so but the referee doesn't see it, so they ring the bell, all the music plays, all the whatever, and then like another fucking referee comes down and is like, "Oh, his foot's on the rope," and that just pissed me off because like that violates bullshit wrestling rules. Because like the whole point of having the referee not see shit is so that like bad things can happen because the referee didn't see shit.
Mm-hmm.
So if you like by that logic, when Eddie Kingston laid on top of Miro for 5 seconds before Bryce started to count, well then some other referee should come down and be like, he was laying on him for 5 seconds. Like it throws a whole wrench in the whole bullshit thing that is wrestling. And I did not appreciate that one bit. I thought that kind of sucked.
I wish
The only reason I was okay with that is because the ref was out there because of the Jake Hager and Wardlow fighting. So it's like he was there already, and he's like, well, if I'm here, I might
That's
as well.
true. That's true.
Oh, so he didn't just run in from the back and be like, no, I was watching on a TV.
No, that's true. That's fair
Yeah.
to say.
Yeah, no, he was there to break up a fight, and he just happened to see it, and he was like, well, it'd be irresponsible for me not to.
I know Jericho is currently working as a face, but he's always got heel tendencies. He should adopt a move where when the ref's not looking, he rubs ivermectin paste in his opponent's eyes.
Oh my god.
Sterilizing his opponents.
Kelly, I think you
Yeah.
still might be delayed a little bit.
Maybe not.
2 + 2.
God damn it. 4.
Anyway. So what other notes do you have for the
No.
show, Kelly?
Why can't we
'Cause it wasn't
just
pretty
have a
stat-
show
Alright,
that
I'm gonna leave and
works?
come back again. We'll see what
Why
happens.
can't we just have a show that runs okay? Can we just get... Oh,
I know.
can we finish these fucking Olympics already?
Yeah, it's the curse of the games.
Oh my god.
Nah, what the fuck else? What else was there?
So yeah, the show was great overall. I mean the ending was amazing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
yeah, I agree.
Oh my goodness, that's a bad one.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Fuck. I feel so. It's never Kelly. I feel bad for Kelly. Kelly's the nice tonight. That fucking sucks. But it's all right. Yeah,
think they all
big. Is it just us now?
It's just you and
I'm still here. I'm just seething.
Oh,
Okay, good. Just seething.
I'm
He's
seething
waiting
more
to see if we kiss.
this week than I was last week. Last week I was just like, it's fine. I'll just listen. Messaging.
Well, this week it's not your fault. It's
I was
fine,
messaging you guys all of my quips.
yeah, it's gonna be great. But yeah,
It was
fucking
pretty
what
funny
else?
when I was pretending he had a delay though. that was pretty good.
I thought you were.
I was. I didn't know he had a real delay.
Fucking
You-
awful.
You asked him 2 + 2 and he didn't answer, and I was like, oh shit.
It's nuts. But yeah, the big thing at the end, they brought Adam Cole out. They brought out Daniel Bryan Danielson out.
Daniel Bryan Danielson. Billy Bob Bob.
Billy Bob
Bob was there. No shit.
Fucking Billy Big Sandwich.
Now on Disney Plus.
Like- Well, I know no one that heard this is hearing this has ever seen that image before, but it fucking cracked me. Sometimes they're just for us.
I'll put that on the Discord.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Billy Big Sandwich is great. And then yeah, if Kelly comes back, he'll talk more about wrestling, I'm sure. But what's going on, Mahoney?
Oh, okay. Well, I wanted to talk to Kelly about him fighting with children on the internet.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Oh, but I suppose while we wait on that, I can tell you all about our fantasy football draft. Please.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel like I walked into that one.
Yeah, you kind of did.
What the
You
fuck?
kind of did. Is there a sounder?
I wasn't gonna play a sounder or anything, just
All right,
because.
that's fine. I just didn't want to talk over it. If
Just
everyone was
because
coming.
the sounder I made for the actual show is so much longer now, but I can throw this at you.
No.
Perfect. All right, so this week was our draft. Juan had the first overall pick, and all of us were very excited because of everyone. Juan is the one that it's like, if anybody's gonna just draft like a kicker or some defense or just some random thing that makes no sense, like it's gonna be Juan.
Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, but he didn't. He drafted a pretty good draft. But then somehow I wound up at pick number 5 with the number 1 consensus pick. So that was wild. What is that? You making a sandwich? Are you pulling a sheet of aluminum foil out to make some chicken nuggets?
Oh god, who even knows what anything is at this point?
I swear that's not me.
Just go on as if it's going well. It could have been anything.
Alright, so the draft went great. It got to the end, and none of us are sports fans, other than I don't know, 3 or 4 of them. And so we were just picking names out of a hat, being like, this guy sounds stupid, this guy's got funny hair, like, we don't know what we're doing. And it was great, and we're all excited for a very action-packed season.
Mm-hmm.
And I shuffled the divisions and named them for you. You're all very welcome.
Oh, you sure did. There was much controversy because you didn't put Jose and I in the same division, which means we're only going to play one game against each other.
I was told just to shake it up.
It's true. It's true. But we all know how much we love Jose and I's rivalry. But, see, what I was thinking is one game against it, think of the drama. Think of,
Right.
the importance of that
Yeah.
one game.
Yeah.
You know?
After re-listening to the Popcast Classic for this week, I'm fine with Jose and Mahoney not being at each other's throats every week. So,
Is it one of the ones where Jose gets really mad at me?
oh no, you're not even in the Classic, but Jose is in rare form.
Oh, God.
Like it made
Kelly
me
back?
listening to him made me angry
I am
on
back.
a recording.
Oh.
2 plus 2, Kelly.
4.
Oh, God.
Oh god.
Kelly, why were you
Fuck.
fighting with children on the internet?
Yeah, this is a good tale.
Yeah, we just need to vamp in between questions.
Exactly. Right.
Okay, why was I fighting with children on the internet? So, someone tweeted out about WWE and or AEW following the show and how, their business model revolves around PoP, which PoP is when something big happens in wrestling and the crowd, goes, whoa, and freaks out. Big moment, essentially.
Okay.
So their question was, what do they do when the pops run out? And I said, WWE has irreparably broken these people's brains because when the pops run out, you just fucking make more. That's what you do.
Yeah, what is
wrestling.
I'm not a wrestling fan, but are they asking what will they do when there's nothing interesting to show the crowd? Because you should shut down at that point.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
You failed as a media
Because WWE and
content
how-
producer.
Yes. Exactly. WWE and how they produce their product has broken these people's brains, and because no one reacts to anything anymore, this is just how they're used to wrestling, and they're like, well, this company's really hot right now, but what happens when they're not? And it's like, fucking, what's wrong with you people? So of course I put this on the internet. I shared this on Twitter. And then the WWE fans came for me. And then I started to fight with children.
The one that just
And
wrote a bunch
that
of
one-
random nonsense that didn't make any sense. That was great.
That was a really good one.
Mahoney, that was like all of them.
Well, no, that
Sure.
one. Okay, here it is. Here it is. Here it is.
The one where they talked about reading compression.
Reading
was really
compression, yes.
Yeah.
Very
they were,
much-
They were ripping you apart for your reading compression.
Uh,
And they called it a typo, but they did it twice. I was like, mm-hmm.
At Velasa Riker,
Yeah.
very much makes since you work for a gossip website for taking a quote that was from a thread out of context to spin for your own narrative. And even then, you lack reading compression, as it compression to NXT WWE is still a negative reflection on that company.
Oh God.
And then you were like, you're a child. And they were like, LOL, you mad, bro? And you were like, no.
And then what's funny to me is a bunch of these guys claim to know the wrestling history, and yet every time a company has done something like this in the past, it is always the biggest short-term gain, whether it hurts your company for a while or takes you completely out of business. And then, also, if you're going to troll my mentions, just FYI, I set my notifications to be mutuals only, so you'll only be void screaming. Literally, no one responded to him. No replies. 3 likes.
One of
I
them might
know.
have been me.
I know what we're saying here. I'm saying it's gonna be controversial, but don't worry. I'm not gonna hear you when you're bitching about it. I'll be over here just punk rocking.
That's a really good way to feel good about yourself after, where it's like, yeah, I know they're all talking about it, but I
Yeah.
can't see it. That's why it's so quiet. Totally happening.
Like-
I liked when the guy told me, he's like, how are you talking about someone's brain when you don't have one? And that's when I told him,
God.
excuse me, I have a very tall brain.
Oh my god. And then you got blocked.
I'm just sitting there. I'm like, I don't have anything to do at work. I'm getting paid time and a half. I'm gonna fight with children. Who gives
Yeah.
a shit?
You know, and I
it, do
see people coming at you, and I'm like, I need to stick up for my boy, but then immediately I'm like, no. Kelly's got this. He's got this covered. I don't need to stick my nose in there. I'm just gonna throw some likes at him every so often because he deserves them.
I stopped myself from telling that guy I fucked his dad, so I count that as a win.
I wish you would have.
That would have gotten a retweet out of me.
But you know what? He blocked me either way because he couldn't handle the banter.
Mm-hmm.
Tough. It's tough out there. It's brutal out here.
Oh, fucking love it. I love it. Good stuff. So
Yeah,
what else
it
you
was
got,
fun.
Molly?
Well, Lee, I don't have it to show to you, and I don't think Nyes does either, and that's totally fine. But I saw a TikTok today where a girl picked up a bird she thought was dead, put it in her car. Guess what? It wasn't dead, Lee.
I mean, come on. You know I can pull this in a moment. You just
I
got
don't
to
wanna
give me
put
a
you on
heads
the
up.
spot. I don't want to put you on the spot. That's all.
Come on, man. You can't. Hold on. All right. Let me open this baby up.
I figured
Screen
we'd do it like a
share.
Heathcliff
Back
comic.
and I don't
I'd
know
just
what to
describe it
do.
you.
I
She
just saw
is.
somebody hit this, so I went back and I don't know what to do because he's. Ah! Oh shit! Oh shit! He's alive! Ah! Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh fuck!
Why would you turn the camera back on yourself
I just saw somebody hit this. so
when
I
the
went-
fucking bird is alive in your car? Why would you touch a bird?
I
Yeah.
have literally nothing but questions about this. Like,
Oh yeah, it's really weird.
I want to say it's fake, but you do
I
see
don't
that
think so.
owl moving around a little bit. So
I think it's
don't
like
know.
a
Maybe
falcon.
It's not. Oh, is it? I thought it was an owl. Maybe it is. I don't know.
Whatever. She shouldn't
Like-
have picked it up. She shouldn't have brought it into her car. Shouldn't have
But, like,
shot
you
a
know,
TikTok.
No, it's all a bunch of shouldn'ts. Like, but also, I don't know. Maybe it's okay because what sort of dim ass bird gets hit by a car? I mean,
Right?
That's a shitty bird.
Yeah, that goes back to an old Seinfeld episode. We have an accord, you know. The birds,
Yeah.
if you run, the bird's supposed to move out of the way. and that one time George stomped a pigeon. And one of my first auto incidents was I was driving down the road near my house, 16 years old, new car. There's a bird in the middle of the road, and I'm thinking, oh, that bird will move out of the way. I keep driving, bird doesn't move, drive over it, with my wheels straddling the bird. Stupid fucking bird decides to take off as I was driving over it, smacks the bottom of my car, and just feathers everywhere.
Yeah, I did that as a youth with a dog once. It was very sad. I'm like, he's gonna move.
God.
He didn't move. I was very sad about it.
No one told you to tell that story.
Oh, no. Oh.
Yeah, it was not good. I felt real bad about it.
You stop for a dog. You don't stop for a bird.
You
We
don't
made
have
eye
an accord
contact.
with the dogs.
We made eye contact. I'm like, surely he's gonna. Oh, this is horrible. I feel
God.
terrible. Yeah,
Oh, no.
yeah. It wasn't good.
Let's take a break.
Yeah, we got a classic this week, nice.
We sure do. And thankfully, it's 13 minutes long, so we can all cleanse ourselves. So this was a Juggalo John suggestion, and he made sure to point out that it is super fucking long. Originally, it was almost 20 minutes, but I was able to trim it down to 13. So this is from Popcast 419 from April 10th, 2018. It was when we were playing actual fantasy football, and it is the same team Juggalo John is currently in first place in the summer games with, his Emerald Animals. So this is Juggalo John versus Zero in actual fantasy football.
All right. Enjoyed this. We'll be back a little bit. Love you. Bye.
Enjoy the refreshing taste of an ice-cold Popcast classic.
This week we've got,
In the DC bracket,
it's in the DC bracket. We got Juggalo John taking on our own Zero. Juggalo John's team, the Emerald Animals, which is Blue Beetle, Jaime Reyes, Guy Gardner, Green Lantern, and Beast Boy. Actually, solid fucking team. Taking on Zero's Young Football Justice. That's Superboy, Connor Kent, Superboy, Miss Martian, and Wonder Girl, Cassie Sandsmark. That's a deep cut.
Hey, I cut deep.
All right, so what you got, Zero?
Okay, so while I respect John as a human being, his team is garbage. I mean, as we were just discussing, Blue Beetle's not even Emerald. And yeah, that shouldn't matter in football, but that's like wearing the opposite team's jersey when you go out into the field. That's not cool. You can't call yourself an Emerald Animal and be blue.
you're going to be fucking fined for that.
Further, how is Beast Boy going to play football? Is it legal to catch the ball in your mouth? No, of course not. So Rhino can't catch it in the mouth. A Rhino can't carry a football. He's not Super Beast Boy. He's Beast Boy. He turns into an average Joe gorilla.
Yeah, but an average Joe gorilla will one fuck you up, and after you just became an average Joe cheetah, then you're at 80 miles an hour.
Superboy is just like Superman, but less of a pussy.
That is true.
Would Superman go even blink at fighting a gorilla? No, of course not. And let alone you remove the wussiness that would hold back. Superboy is gonna plow through gorilla mode.
He is the
Rhino
only character
mode.
with an S on his chest I give a shit about. I like Connor quite a lot.
Yeah. And Miss Martian, same thing. Super strength, they're going right through any animal Beast Boy can throw at them. Anything Green Lantern makes, they're breaking through it. There's no chance. Both Superboy and Miss Martian have super speed akin to the Flash. So I might as well have two Flashes on my team. Wonder Girl is she's a younger, more fit Wonder Woman. We've all seen the movie. We know how much ass Wonder Woman kicks. Now make her younger and fresher.
Yeah, because
the
one thing I thought
I'm
about
sure
when
she can.
the one thing I thought when I watched Wonder Woman was, God, that Gal Gadot looks old.
Exactly.
It's leathery.
I mean, I'm not saying my team's unstoppable, but I'm saying some not so emerald animals stand no chance.
All right. I like it.
All right, cool. like what I've heard. I'm interested to see John's take.
All right. John wrote in to popcast at PanelsOnPages.com. Give his take on how shit might go down. He says, my team is Guy Gardner, Garfield Logan, and Jaime Reyes. My plan to go against Zero's team this time is to paint some word pictures about what would happen on the field.
All right.
So, first, the offense. Guy having a history of playing football for the University of Michigan is the team's QB. Picture this. Guy drops back with the ball in hand, ready to launch it from a construct RPG or missile launcher. Beast Boy, in the form of a Peregrine Falcon, working his way up the field, and in this case, it's most likely open. Guy launches it in lead of Garfield's flight path like he's trying to shoot him down. Beast Boy morphs into the form of an octopus and wraps fully around the ball.
Yes!
As he falls to the ground, just before he hits, he morphs into an African elephant, trunk fully wrapped around the ball. Beast Boy would be able to make it up the field, even if anyone on the opposing team can hit him enough to down him. He would still be able to get far enough to count as first down. Next play, Guy throws it to Jaime. The Blue Beetle Scarab grappling hooks the ball, morphing around the ball to keep it locked in Jaime's grip. As Blue Beetle makes his way up the field, Connor can't make an attempt to tackle. Being Connor is a heavy hitter, Jaime uses an energy cannon blast to the chest as a stiff arm, knocking Superboy back and moving up the field. On the next play, Wonder Girl goes for the sack and is charging at Guy. With the construct hand, he slaps her to the side at full force. Guy would also be able to keep back anyone on the YDF team members, as they are all some of the top heavy hitters in the Young Justice. A Guy would have no problem either rocking a construct hand to the chest or energy blast, knowing that all three of them are strong enough to take it, but not powerful enough to be unfazed by it. On the 1-yard line, Guy does a handoff to Jaime, then fakes he still has the ball with his constructs. The combination of Jaime's armor and the constructs are making an easy fake out. Then Guy goes back to quote unquote throw the ball at Beast Boy. He sells it by pulling a Babe Ruth and pointing right at Beast Boy. He hails back with a construct arm. As the ball leaves his hand, it disappears halfway up the field, leaving Jaime open to cross to the end zone. Yeah, but the ball is probably fucking green. They're not going to fall for that. Now let's talk defense. On the play, Superboy has the ball and is working his way up the field. Beast Boy is again in the Falcon form and diving at Connor at the bird's top speed, approaching between 90 and 240 kilometers per hour. Depending on the big gap. That is my fucking nightmare. Like a goddamn bird coming at me at a bullet speed. Jesus Christ. Moving at incredible speed. And Connor's back between the shoulder blades just before he impacts on Superboy. Garfield morphs into a 1,000-pound Kodiak bear and hugs him. That much weight, moving that fast, drills Connor to the field. Next play, Wonder Girl is open and the ball is heading into her. Scenario 1. Beast Boy in the form of a housefly gets in between Wonder Girl and the ball. Out of sight. Just as the ball is about to reach Cassie, BB morphs into a Langer monkey and intercepts the ball. Or scenario 2, Wonder Girl gets the ball and starts down the field, only to come head-to-head into Blue Beetle, rocketing straight at her with his armor morphed into a battering ram. Damien slams right in the middle of Cassie, wrapping around and dragging her to the ground at full thrust power of the Arab can produce. This play, Miss Martian has the ball. Guy is not above, lighting the field on fire in front of her with his power ring. This makes Miss Martian lose her focus just enough for Beast Boy to charge at her at the cheetah, pouncing on her in an unfocused moment. Other things my team are capable of are a Guy can cover teammates with armor constructs, increasing the level of damage they can take, Beast Boy's ability to morph into animals as small as a fly or large as a T-Rex. Garfield can run down the field of the cheetah full force. There you go, exactly. Morph into Rhino, same thing I said before. Blue Beetle's armor has the ability to morph into support braces in the ground to keep them from being knocked down. Nice. As the past games of the season have shown, I'm not sure how much the YGF powers will fall under what is already stated is not allowed. This Martian's mind reading for sure never came up. There you go. I feel that my team's power set is better suited for playing in the rules of football. I hope the style of description is felt as a creative way to state my case and not an annoying one. I'll be in the chat to plead my case to any counterpoints. Best of luck, Zero. Douglas John. XOXOX. It's a running gag now.
I feel like the strategy he has for Beast Boy is John's strongest argument, and it's the keeping your opponents on their heels strategy. He's constantly changing. He has a plan for these changes, and no matter how powerful you've got 3 super-powered Young Justice members, this Beast Boy strategy is going to fucking spin their heads around, I feel.
And you can't forget, Guy Gardner was a professional football player.
And John said that. But the strongest arguments were the way Beast Boy mixed shit up.
The way he mixed it up, and then the real practical application of like all of his team's power sets.
Yeah.
And how it affects playing actual damn football.
Like, I'm putting a vote in for John right now. I feel that is maybe one of the best argued matchups that we've had so far.
And not saying, hey, my team's gonna fucking run to the end zone every time. No, saying like, yeah, great, granted, yeah, he probably won't get to the end zone, but when he fucking dive bombs and turns into a bear, you gotta at least get first down.
It was super well thought out. Zero, thanks for coming. What do you think, Lee?
This is probably no bullshit. The best laid out reasoning that we've ever gotten for this. Like, again, the fact that like it's not just this is my team, but this is like why my team would actually be good at football.
Yeah, yep, that's the key.
I'm with Zero on this one though.
Oh, okay.
I'm still not getting how just because he can turn into an animal, he overpowers them. Just because he's an animal now. I mean, no matter what you turn into, you're going to tackle whatever has the fucking ball. So I don't see whether it's an elephant, a rhino, a bird.
He's constantly changing from different animals, like on the fly.
I mean, Superboy is good, but he doesn't have eyes in the back of his head.
Yeah, he's like coming in from 6 o'clock.
Okay, but you're telling me he's getting tackled from above and behind by a bear, and he's just going to stand there as he's falling down instead of running forward.
What happens? You're fucking nuts. Like, John presented one of the most well-crafted arguments for having this person on his team and why it would be a good strategy. Zero admitted he put Wonder Girl on the team because she's a member of Young Justice, and it's kind of like, she's as good as Wonder Woman.
I'm still with Zero because I'm not seeing
what of Zero's argument?
You can be with Zero. That's fine.
Yeah, but what of Zero's argument won you over?
The
fact that
it's the girl Martian Manhunter, isn't it?
Like you yourself asked, can any of them catch? And you didn't even argue. He didn't even say they could catch, and you weren't even okay. Well, I'll take that. You've got a team with 2 women and a Superboy, and a not great argument.
And a bear falling from the sky that's going to tackle you.
That was one part.
And a professional football player.
That was one part of John's strategy, and a great strategy.
Yeah, but I already asked the question in the beginning, is what makes this guy automatically open in the scenario he built? That was the first question I asked.
Like, I mean, nothing. All these things have a leap of faith element to them.
I see flaws and holes in this leaning on the animal. So you guys don't see it that way.
You were allowed to think that, sir.
Okay, so get off my shit. I vote for Zero.
All right, what you got, Kelly?
John.
I got your back, Zero. I understand just because you turn into a bear doesn't make you automatically tackle a Superboy who's running forward.
Yep, because that's all John's strategy was, that they just turned Beast Boy into a bear and,
Well, I'm
wrap it
asking
up.
the logic behind the scenario that was given. That's all I'm asking.
I feel like it's very clear.
That he's going to turn into a bird and then a bear and tackle him every time.
I wouldn't say that it would be every time.
But does
John have to fucking craft every play of a 4-quarter football game for you? Jesus. John showed clear understanding of the game and the strategy and what it takes to win over the judges
But that
in this
doesn't
scenario.
always win the game. So you didn't win me over. I voted for Zero.
All right.
That's fine.
Okay.
You're fucking wrong. Cool. Thanks,
Solid.
Zero.
Congratulations, John. Moving on.
Nothing quenches your thirst quite like a Popcast classic.
Memories.
Makes me so angry. I don't know. That was 2018, so I don't know where Jose and I were at personally, but oh my god.
Ugh. That's fucking hilarious. Oh, love it.
All right, hit me with that math.
2 + 2.
4.
Not bad. Not bad.
Not bad.
Not
bad.
great.
We'll take it.
All right, good.
Not great, but not bad.
All right.
Kelly, every time you talk, I hear Kermit in the background.
What?
He's singing the Rainbow Connection. Every time you talk, it's a little bit more of the Rainbow Connection coming through my speaker.
Songs about rainbows.
Yeah, every time.
Okay, here's a math question
All
to
right,
test
I
Kelly's.
would not have gotten that one if you didn't explain it.
Here's a math question to test Kelly's connection. What's green and slimy and smells like pork?
Kermit's dick.
The actual punchline is his fingers, but dick works perfectly fine. It will be
You want to
accepted.
take it there? I mean,
Yeah.
geez, graphic.
Yeah, if you want to be filthy about it, I guess it's okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was that kind of show, but all right.
Yikes.
Whew. All right.
Tell us about your hollowed out dick.
Hollowed out dick is fine. Thanks for asking. Appreciate it.
Good. I'm glad.
Yeah. All right. Let's fucking finish this for
Let's
Christ's sake.
finish these Olympics.
Let's do it. Oh, I gotta
Do
go
it.
on the website.
Ba-bum, bum, 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 ba-bum, bum.
All right. This week, the last week, thank Christ, is the Modern Pentathlon, which is bullshit. I'm gonna say, like, this is a very upsetting event. Like, it's unreasonable to expect any one human being to be good at all 5 of these fucking things. And I'm very mad on behalf of everyone who's ever had to participate in this event. It's bullshit. We got to swim, 200-meter freestyle, which I think means you have to wrap at the end. We're going to fence. We're going to ride on a horse that we don't know. And we're going to run a bunch of laps and shoot targets. Again, unreasonable to expect a person to be good at all this shit. But these fucking fake-ass people can be good at all of them. Because, you know, it's all fake and shit. So, up first, we got Coach Cat, America's Asses, Black Widow from the MCU. She says, the pentathlon requires a well-rounded athlete that's skilled in many disciplines, and no one meets that requirement more than Black Widow. She's good at swimming. She's as good at swimming as any other human. She's already medaled in fencing. Should have even gotten gold, if not for the showmanship of a certain wrestler. Oh, and look at this scientific proof that she's a talented horse rider. Then she has to run and shoot accurately. Her name is literally Natasha Run and Shoot Romanov.
The scientific proof that she's a talented horse rider is amazing. Does she have a fucking Captain Planet ring? Jesus. Wild.
I think that would be the heart ring.
Extra points for that amazing Photoshop.
Yep, absolutely. Bonus points for creativity. I love it.
She's as good as swimming as any other human. Is this canon? Black Widow known for her swimming ability? Like, she could go...
I think it's more that... I'm willing to believe she's probably a pretty good fucking swimmer. But I don't know, like, maybe not the best in the
Yeah,
world.
that's something I'll buy.
She could go head-to-head with Michael Phelps in his heyday?
Probably not. But really good.
She'd Jessica Rabbit him.
She could
be
Jessica
looking
Rabbit
over
him,
and be
true.
like, "Oh, hello."
I do think
Michael Phelps.
She is a jack of all trades type, so
for sure. And did already medal in fencing. This is true.
At least
So
she's
this all
not
does lean in there.
At least she's not a fucking statue.
She's definitely not a statue as far as I can tell. You know who else isn't a statue? Fucking Venom, the King in Black.
Oh, coming out October 1st now.
That's right. It's gonna be carnage after all.
When does that
So
show up
excited.
on Disney
It's gonna be
Plus?
carnage.
Oh, go fucking great. We got a movie night Venom, you guys. It's gonna be so.
Oh yeah,
fucking
we
fun.
do. We do need to plan for that. So let's
time.
yeah.
We'll talk over here in a little while. It'll be good. All right. There, frankly, is no other competitor more versatile than the King in Black. His body can morph and move with superhuman precision in the water, coupled with incredible strength. He'll pull like that old Toy Biz figure thing. He'll have fins and flippers and shit. Going nuts. 200 meters is nothing. Fencing, otherworldly reflexes, and the combined knowledge of every swordsman ever possessed by the symbiote hive should pretty much take care of that. He will literally bond as one with whatever dumbass horse he gets saddled with. All these other guys are having some stranger horses. He's like, no. This horse, he and I, we're one.
I like that.
And then what are we doing?
Solid
We're
argument.
running and shooting things. Fuck out of here! Like, of course he's gonna be running and shooting. It's gonna be great. This whole fucking thing is over before it even starts.
Of course he's gonna be running and shooting things. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be great. I think it'll be great. It's gonna be good.
Fuck out of here. In his argument, Lee wrote, "Fuck out of here."
He's coming with a hive mind of knowledge for all this shit, and the ability to change his body, bond with the beast. Like there's no in this event more than any. I would say Venom is unfuckwithable. And again, this is a ridiculous event to ask someone to be good at all these things. But luckily, I brought a pretend alien space god, so that makes it good.
Solid argument.
I like it. One of your best.
Yeah.
A little less spacey, but no less godly, is Goat's Braided Rumbles sitting in Jimmy the King, as played by Oliver Platt. Listen. This is Jimmy the effing King. I don't know how else to explain this to you. Running, swimming, horse jumping, shooting guns, drinking whiskey, betting ladies, sleeper holds. He's the best at all of it.
I don't know if all of those are the events, but I believe him.
He'll probably do it all at the same time. You ever seen a horse do a show jumping while it's being put in a figure four? You're about to. Want to see a man ace the pistol shooting with one hand while drinking Jack with the other? Good. He's going to be banging your mom at the same time. Deal with it.
Wow.
That's such a bad movie, you guys.
But such a strong argument.
You know what? It is a strong argument. I like the fact that he's so confident in his man that he's willing to let him multitask other non-event related things to really drive it home.
I mean, it makes sense.
I don't think, I can't give this like a super low score.
No.
I don't see any flaws.
No. All right. Okay. All right. Matt's sending in Taskmaster on the Shark Stars.
Ooh,
I'm getting this in late. This is tough. So here's the short version.
Disqualified.
Taskmaster is in peak human shape, paired with the ability to perfectly execute any move since you watched the film of this event. So he's got perfect swimming strokes, perfect on a horse, he can run and shoot perfect targets, and perfect fencing. Okay. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. But you didn't take into consideration this dumbass stranger horse. Just saying.
He's perfect on a horse, though.
Perfect, but not a dumbass stranger horse. And is Taskmaster a better swimmer than Black Widow? So he's got good form, but is he a better swimmer?
He's got that
Don't
cloak
know.
that would weigh him down.
Oh my God, trying to swim in a big ass cape? Cape and a hood.
Fucking hooded cape.
With those fucking Captain America boots.
Yeah. And he's like still wearing the shield on his back.
Yeah.
He'd be like
Obviously, he needs his toys.
He'd be like Unbreakable, where Bruce Willis falls into the pool and gets wrapped up in the pool cover.
No, Taskmaster is the obvious choice for this one. Let's go on. All right, Juggalo John sends in Guy Gardner for the Return of the Emerald Animals. All right, swimming. The ring can propel the Green Lantern through air, space, and water. It's a guy that's going to be blasting through the water. As a lantern can move at Mach 10 in the atmosphere, let's be fair and say it's half that in the medium of water.
So I just
But
started
at 200
blasting.
meters, you're going to bash your fucking brains out, guy. You're going to go a little slower than that in a 200-meter pool. Fencing. With the ability to fly at will, guy is able to move around in ways that would knock a normal person over. Think leaning back so far that he looks like he's doing the limbo. Some Michael Jackson shit. Second, with the aura of the power ring, he can bend the tip of his foil to move around to block and pinpoint strikes the sensors on the other contestants. Oh. All right. Riding, Guy can use the power ring to make a horse fly. After some help from Beast Boy to get the horse to trust Guy, any jump is simply a matter of floating over it. I know Guy isn't about punching a horse, but it's more the point that if for some reason the horse doesn't want to jump, Guy just flying over it before it has time to change his mind. And then lastly,
punch that fucking horse.
He knows what it did. And for the laser run, using the ring to make spring attachments so that he can run with a faster and wider gait. Think that South African guy who was shot by his wife by mistake.
No. Who shot his wife by mistake.
Yeah, who shot his wife by mistake. Then using the construct to stabilize and direct his aim with the ultimate brace and laser sight.
Someone should have drafted Oscar Pistorius.
I love the thought of Guy Gardner doing a race and what sounds like effectively moon boots. Well done.
He ate a hot flopper.
Yeah.
The only problem I have with it is that he makes the horse fly, and I feel like that would not be allowed.
Y'all ever seen
totally on board.
Y'all ever seen a horse fly?
I've seen a house fly.
I've never seen an elephant fly. Yeah, that's racist.
Yeah, a little bit. You think they're in the? If you watch, are they in Dumbo on Disney Plus? You think?
No, they cut him out.
Really?
Yeah, pretty sure.
Good chunk of the movie.
Yeah, I mean, and it's already like a 65-minute movie.
Yeah. Huh. All right, gotta look that up. Okay. Vetter's team heaving bosoms is sending in Maui. It's been a minute since I've done one of these. So here are the top 6 reasons why Maui wins the gold. Number 6. No sword tossing. Maui will be taking forms of monkeys, octopuses, etc. The sword will remain in his hands. The change is instantaneous, so there's no need to toss and catch it. And now it comes with a bit of experience from the previous competition. Number 5. Don't know the ruling for equestrian, but Maui can shift into a centaur and ride himself, giving him a massive advantage instead of trying to ride a stranger's horse. If not allowed, it's not. He shifts into a horse and has a horse-to-horse talk, motivating and strategizing with his new horse friend. He then shifts into a monkey, so he's weighing less, and they can execute their plan. Okay. Number 4, Tafiti's Blessing. The water is Momona's ally and kept forcing Maui to help her. He's also a demigod that can blow massive gusts of wind to speed his boost up. Can he? Wait, can he control the wind? I don't think. I'm just blowing it, you think? Like Superman style?
I don't know if he can control the wind.
I don't know about that one.
I guess he just has strong lungs?
Yeah. Number 2, Eagle Eye. As you saw in Moana, Maui can shift into various parts of animals. For the laser, he adorns an eagle's head and gains the greatest vision on Earth, making target shooting a cinch. And number 1, Demigod. For swimming with Maui, simply uses his godlike strength to dive over 3/4 of the pool. He enters the water in time to make the turn, and again uses his strength to kick off and shift into a torpedoing dolphin. Shift, turn, kick, shift, repeat 3 times. The last stretch, Maui shifts into an octopus and releases an ink cloud just to create a little chaos. What an asshole. Maui doesn't even need to come up for air, since he wouldn't be in the water for more than a few seconds.
Yikes.
You know what? It's not bad. Not bad. Okay. All right. Only problem I see with the
Thorough.
horse argument is he's like, all right, we're gonna have a little horse-to-horse chat with a friend, making a horse friend, that's fine. And then I just imagine that if this new horse friend sees his new horse friend turn into a monkey in an instant, that horse will lose its fucking mind.
Well, I mean, you would hope that he would run that by his horse friend and be like, hey, buddy, here's some carrots. We're both horses. It's cool.
I'm gonna peanut butter.
I'm gonna turn into a monkey. Don't freak out.
You probably I know you're just a dumb horse. You don't know what a monkey is, but trust me, it's still gonna be me. I'm gonna look radically different in a minute, but it's gonna be still me. Let's go for a little jaunt. Let's go for a little run here.
How about just when this is over with, I'll get one of the stable hands to jerk you off. All right?
That's aggressive.
Put that in the intro.
That was very clean.
Come pillow, come pillow, come pillow.
Put that all over my sister-in-law's couch.
Jesus Christ. Not bad. I just, Maui's not a lean, athletic type. I think he's more of a brawler type. I don't know. Well thought out. I appreciate the thought, but I don't know that I'm seeing him as a top competitor in this one. I don't know why. I just don't feel it.
Feel it.
Something about Maui that you just feel like he's gonna just disappoint. Personally. Yeah. But strong argument. I'm gonna.
Yeah, good argument, but I don't know if I feel it. I don't know. We'll see. See how it goes. And then Mahoney's a new episode of Superman and Lois now on the CW. Sitting in Cyborg.
You know it. I was gonna write a whole thing, and then I was like, I don't want to. So I figured I would just explain it on the show. So it's Cyborg, right? This is what I love about Cyborg. Like, okay, is it time to fence? Great. His whole fucking arm can turn into a fencing sword, and he's calculating your entire movement and watching you with his robot eyes.
Excuse me. It's called an EP.
It's called a what?
It's called an EP.
Yeah, did we find out what the difference between a foil and an EP is?
We definitely don't, and I don't care anymore.
Did we talk about that when we did fencing?
Well, fencing, we used a foil, and then this week, it's an EP.
Oh.
One has the little dot on the end of it, probably.
Cyborg turns his hand into it, and nobody's getting any moves by him. He's a goddamn robot. He's a computer.
It's true.
So he's a cyborg.
Here's the problem. I was like, how am I going to put his heavy ass on a horse? He's going to put the horse in cyborg armor. He's gonna sit on that horse, cyborg the thing up. It's gonna have a matching glowing red eye, and they're gonna dance all over that place. It's gonna be great.
Rocket.
You stole my move, dog. You stole my move.
Rocket horseshoes.
That's right. Rocket horseshoe. It's gonna be amazing.
A horse with rocket.
Your move was that the horse and Venom were gonna be symbiotically bonded, which is really great. My move is I'm gonna give my horse some cool ass armor. It's gonna look like something out of Masters of the Universe.
Juggalo John in the chat asks, can Cyborg swim? He has a lot of metal.
I'm getting to that.
And also...
I'm getting to that.
And also...
I added the and also part.
Oh, okay. All right, so we're onto the water now. Can he swim? I don't know. Is he very heavy? Yes. Can he turn his feet into fucking rockets? Yeah. So who cares if his head's sticking up over the water and bent back 90 degrees? He's just going to turn himself into a rocket boat. Awesome. That's for swimming. Guess what? Also for sailing. If he's got to build himself a little boat around himself to switch from swimming to sailing, he'll do it. Rocket feet, cruising across that ocean.
Outboard motor.
That's right. I don't know what the fuck Eagle Eye is. Is that some kind of shooting? He's a goddamn cyborg, okay? He's not missing any targets. He's not missing any targets. And then this last one, I guess, is swimming again. Listen, I don't know what these events are. He's cyborg. He can do anything. He's going to be great at anything. I'm trying to use Vetter's thing here, but all of these are about swimming.
Well, no, Vetter's thing was specifically about Maui. Because, one of the events isn't called Tafiti's Blessing, Mahoney.
I don't know.
Oh God! All right, you know what? Solid argument.
Yeah.
Solid argument. All right. Jose is sitting in Neo. He says Neo is the one, the only who can compete in as many events as you want and will not suffer from any fatigue. Outside of Cyborg, but he's short-circuited during the swimming. With any struggle to stay fresh and focused, Neo watches the others struggle to keep at his pace. Jimmy the King has had a nice run, but by the third event, he'll be cramping up with Maui. Has I don't know, man. Has Neo ever seen the water?
I feel like no.
And you know, it's same as Taskmaster. He's got that big dope ass leather coat, flops around in the water trying to swim. You know, the whole
Here's
thing.
my thing with Neo, like Venom, Cyborg, Maui, Taskmaster, all of these guys can adapt to any of these events, right? But like Neo is Neo, and so like, can he swim? Like, I know he can move really fast, but like, can he translate that into swimming?
If they download like swimming shit into his brain, he can, I guess.
Yes.
So like jack into him like, I know kung fu, and also I can swim real good now.
I know freestyle swimming.
I can fly a helicopter.
All right. I mean, I guess I'll give him a high score. I'm feeling a 5, but I feel like that's unfair.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
If he was here, he'd be mad at me.
You know what? He's not here. Maybe he gets a 1 for not being here. Maybe that's what the fuck you get. Just saying.
You guys want to all give him a 1?
Well, I mean, he's already in third to last place, so even a gold isn't gonna.
Are we gonna need Vetter to do Zero to do something that he's not gonna vote?
Oh yeah, that's right.
That'd be all right.
I don't know if it will be.
Maybe
Zero
it won't be.
Fix it.
Oops. While we wait for that, assuming he's working on it, let me just say, pretty fucking dope that, like, I was looking at it today, and it looks like everyone's on the board, which is kind of fun.
Yeah.
Like,
that's cool.
Yeah, it was very, very all over the place. Like, everyone got a couple of hits up. It was pretty fun.
Well, to be fair, and this isn't a criticism of Zero at all, but this whole thing has been all over the place, so.
Yeah. That's frankly no one's fault.
I appreciate all the work.
Whole thing's fucked.
I appreciate all the work Zero puts into these actual fantasy games, but maybe we need to trim these down to 1 week. I don't know how we would do it, but maybe that's what we do.
Yeah, this one went way too long because of the world, I feel like.
Right. Well, it was still scheduled for 4 weeks, and then we skipped 2 weeks, and then last week was a clusterfuck.
It was the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's all right.
It's the Summer Olympics, and we're wrapping it up in September, so it's never a good
While
time.
we wait for that, why don't you play that little sponsor gimmick up here at the top, Nice?
Oh, shit, yeah, I can do that this week.
Yeah, well, it's while we're waiting.
Now, a word from our sponsor.
Need a short break from the podcast? Then tune in to Kelly's Podcast in a Popcast, airing every week for 5 minutes during the Panels on Pages podcast. Warning, listening to Kelly's podcast may result in mild insomnia, loss of consciousness, irritability, and homicidal ideation. Consult your doctor if you have pelvic pain, infertility, abnormal posturing, heartburn, nausea, or diarrhea. Some listeners may also experience involuntary discharge, anorexia, and in some cases, even death. Let your pediatrician know if you have anal leakage or loss of figure accessories. Consult your spiritualist if your dog or cat begin a crime spree after listening to Kelly's podcast. Kelly's podcast is not intended for mature audiences.
Okay, Kelly, since you were the sponsor for this week's event, and we do have a tie, I think it's up to you for the tiebreaker, because the tie is between Lee and Mahoney. So either you up one of them or down one of them.
You gotta down one of them, I think. Well, I don't know.
Yep.
You can figure it out, Kelly. You know how math works. But you also got to adjust second place, or you're going to create another tie.
That's true. That's true.
All right, we got this.
What an awesome responsibility. An awesome responsibility, I says.
Just find out who he loves most.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think it's going to come down to which one's going to be Carnage.
God damn it.
Oh, it's going to be Carnage.
Is this
You better
because I
believe that
pretended you
shit.
had a delay
so
until you
yeah.
had a real delay?
All right, there we go.
All right, so first place is me.
You did this to yourself.
Yeah, I knew it.
Second place is Mahoney, and third place was Shark. Fucking love it.
Nice. And then
Submit some scores.
all right. So we got our final.
All right, so take a grand total, grand prize winners. Gold was Juggalo John's Return of the Emerald Animals, which he had a fucking slick run there for a while.
Yeah,
Mahoney took the silver, and okay, so it must be me. It's me. Oh yeah, me. I got the bronze.
Well, actually, it
But-
looks
but
like there's a tie for first and a tie for second, but I'm sure there was some sort of tiebreaker because
It's fine.
Yeah, because John and Mahoney had the same number of points, and Lee and Shark had the same number of points.
Looks like it. You know what? I think we're all winners.
Yeah, I think
Honestly,
we're all winners. Thank God this is over. Let's talk about comics and get the fuck out of here.
Let's.
I'm quite keen on comic books, especially the ones about superheroes.
But no bullshit. That's pretty fun. Thanks for everybody for playing. It was great.
Yeah.
Good time.
You guys are getting really good at this.
Yeah.
really good arguments this time around.
Yeah, it's good stuff. I'm proud of all of you. Even you. You know what I'm talking about. Okay. So comic and books. I have not been too down on the with the Transformers books they relaunched, but I gave a look at King Grimlock miniseries they're doing at IDW, and so it starts off with Grimlock and Optimus. They're doing something, and Optimus Prime is like, "Hey, fucking calm down, Grimlock. Why being such a hard ass?" He's like, "Because I'm a fucking Dinobot. What do you want from me?" And then there's this magic swoosh swoosh, and basically Grimlock ends up on like some crazy alien planet. It's like all Dungeons and Dragons and shit like that. And they think they brought the great, savior warrior Optimus Prime to their world, but instead they got Grimlock, who has no interest at all in helping them fucking overthrow this king. But he also doesn't want to go home. They're like, "Hey, if you fucking help us fight this evil king, we'll send you home." And he's like, "Are you kidding me? Look at this place. I am home. This fucking rocks." And he goes out to fight some ogres. It's pretty great. It's pretty fun. It's a good Grimlock story. I'm digging it. It's fun. And then what else we got? Fucking Ninja Turtles 120 came out.
Oh my god.
10 years of this turtle book. It's kind of crazy.
Holy shit.
It's really good, man. It's kind of been consistently good the whole time, really. Like, I can't think of one part or like era of it. They're like, "Oh yeah, this part wasn't that great." It's been really good the whole fucking time. It's kind of awesome. The consistency is kind of insane, really. So the turtles are now living in Mutant Town after Hop's sent off a mutant bomb. So they've annexed off the section of the city. You can't get in, can't get out, and they're trying to set up free elections. And there's like a fucking riot, and it's awesome. And then Shredder is back from hell and has been like hanging out in the like background, like helping the turtles along for the past several months, and they don't know about it yet. So it's gonna be kind of interesting because he's like not a bad guy anymore. Pretty exciting. Then what else?
Tough when you go to hell and you come back and you're like, "I'm reformed."
Yeah, he had a real one down in hell, Mahoney. Shredder had a real one. Yeah. And then fucking the Batman Fear State Alpha one shot kind of came out, and I gotta say, this plan of the Scarecrows is holy shit! Is it super convoluted? like, did you read that one, Kelly? Oh, he's still in Delay La La Land, I think. Yeah, yeah. It's kind of nuts. Like, in order for this to work, like, so many other things have to go according to plan. That's like, all right, even for like this is like some Death Note anime logic here. Like it's kind of silly. It's whatever. It's comics. It's dumb. They're gonna try to fucking scare Gotham to where like they, I don't know, lose faith and shit, and everybody will be happier on the other side. And it's goofy, but it's fun. It's dumb Batman comics. What do you want from me? What you got, Kelly?
Yes, please tell us what you read as far as comic books.
Yes, and a very timely and noticeably.
I was not planning on talking about comics because I thought I would be done by now. Yeah, I got nothing. Let's go to bed.
Might good.
All right, sounds good. Don't know what we're gonna do next week just yet. We're mulling over a few ideas. We might have a ever popular guest back in the booth next week.
Yeah, I think that's the move.
Yeah, it's good. It's
and then I think somewhere down the line we need to have an actual dating game.
Oh, yeah, that'd be fun.
Somewhere we need to make her go on a date and take us with her.
Oh, some like Cyrano de Bergerac type shit?
Yeah. And she has to. It's like the Impractical Joker. She got to do whatever we tell her.
No. We talk in the dude's ear.
Oh. Okay. Okay, you fucking genius.
We're gonna make her fall in love with us, you guys.
She told me a story the other day, you guys. Oh, I'm gonna make her tell it again. I won't do it justice. It's pretty fucking great. So yeah, whatever can we be talking about? You'll find out next week. Yeah, you got anything we're talking about, nice?
I mean, I got a few things, but it's cool. We can call it.
All right.
Well, because we had those 2 weeks off, and then I didn't get to talk about any of my stuff last week. I got shit just building up. So
you do have shit building up.
We watched all of Bad Batch, which we enjoyed. I'm not a big fan of the animated Star Wars shows, but this one's a little bit different. It's got cool textures, but I think it's just the character designs and the voice acting just doesn't do it for me. But really cool, and we went through it pretty quick. I want to see the Bad Batch characters show up in Fortnite at some point because it really lends itself to those characters. Really lend themselves to a game like Fortnite. Also watched a couple movies. We watched Freaky, which is that Blumhouse movie with Vince Vaughn where he.
We watched that last night.
Oh,
yeah.
It's so much fun. We had a really good time watching it. It's a high school girl does like a switcheroony, a Freaky Friday with a serial killer played by Vince Vaughn. Really good stuff. There wasn't a cringe moment in the whole thing. Funny, scary, good action. Highly recommend. Also watched.
I wanted a little more carnage out of it because it starts off so aggressively intense.
Oh yeah, it's pretty bloody.
It's good kills in the first few minutes. I wish there was kind of more of them, but the ones that you get are pretty great and frankly pretty creative. Some shit I've never seen before. So A+ for that.
We also watched New Mutants, which was not bad. It's fine. It's inoffensive. Didn't do anything incredibly groundbreaking, but wasn't bad, I didn't think.
Okay.
And then the last thing I want to do, I want to recommend this strongly, is, we like to have certain shows that we just kind of put on, let it run. We make dinner, eat dinner, look at our phone, whatever. Lunchtime, like a half-hour show of some sort that we could run through 2 or 3 episodes at a time. And we don't necessarily have to pay attention to it, but it's good background noise. Great show for that is The Muppet Show on Disney+. Obviously, you all know about The Muppet Show, but you probably haven't seen most of these episodes of The Muppet Show.
Sure.
And it's a lot of... It goes from either super famous people that you recognize, maybe not super famous back then, to people that you've never fucking heard of before in your life. And, it's a variety show format, so there's songs, there's comedy bits. Obviously, you guys all know what The Muppet Show is. I don't have to tell you. But it's really good shit for just kind of putting on, letting it play, and who knows? You might see some Muppet content that you've never seen before in your life by just letting this sucker play.
Very true. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, like we're on to season 3 right now, and in the span of a few episodes, it was hosted by Liberace and Alice Cooper.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay.
Would you have ever expected Alice Cooper to host the Muppet Show in the late 70s?
No.
I can't say that I would have. No. That's a genuine shock.
Yeah.
Fucking A. Love it. What you got, Mahoney?
I finally watched Black Widow.
No shit.
Hey!
I did. It was very good. I liked it a lot. It was a lot
Pretty fucking good, right?
sadder and like darker than I expected. Like,
Yeah.
there was one day when I hadn't watched it in forever, and I was like, oh, I might just like throw this on with the kids and be like, check it out, new Marvel movie. Like, how bad could it be? And then like, I was like, my kids would have not enjoyed this at all. That whole like they're ripping them away from their parents and all that. I was like, oh, this is
whole
not
credit
something
sequence.
I can show my children. Yeah.
The discussion about hysterectomies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, they pull out all your uterus and stuff, and they just throw it away.
That was another moment I was like, yeah, I'm not ready for this.
But then she's like, this is a cool way to die. no, she's back.
She was great.
She's
Absolutely
great.
loved her. It was really good. I had a wonderful time. I'm glad I finally got to see it. So
Yeah, same.
it was good.
Great.
And
All
then
right.
That's it.
in 45 days, we'll
boy.
be able to watch Shang-Chi.
Hell yeah.
Well, we miss you,
Shang-Chi.
Kelly.
We do miss you, Kelly.
Also
And we
you,
hope
Jose.
come back next week. And Jose's been here the whole time. Like, what are you talking about?
Ah, fuck! I've been on mute.
Can you imagine? If it happened to anybody, it happened to him.
I fucking love it. All right, yeah. So fucking look at this crisp runtime on this episode. Back to your regularly scheduled bullshit next week. We'll talk to you guys next week at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central at youtube.com/panelsonpages. For Jason Nyes, Kelly Harris, and goodbye to Mahoney, I will talk to you guys next week. Night. Love ya. Bye-bye.
Demonetize this. Demonetize this.
You fucking Google ass bitch.
Demonetize this. Demonetize this.
Fucking Google something.
Demonetize this.
Holy shit.
Demonetize this.
You fucking Google ass bitch.
Demonetize this.
I didn't want to say it.
Demonetize this.
What are you, some kind of bitch?
Whoa. Demonetize this.
You fucking
Class bitch.
Demonetize this.
Why you keep bugging us, YouTube?
Demonetize this.
You fucking Google ass bitch.
That's it. Show's over. We're done.
See you next Tuesday.